Day 4, Shri Dewani's trial in the Western Cape High Court has adjourned, and for the most part we've seen the continued cross-examination of Mziwa Madoda Kwabe, who is of course convicted of killing Annie Dewani of being one of the men who was involved in Dewani's murder. Now, Francois van Zyl took a very interesting tactic, and he tried to prove that it was in fact Kwabe who pulled the trigger and killed Annie Dewani, and not Xolile Mngeni like he was previously convicted of. Now, Mngeni is spending life in prison for that murder, but van Zyl wants to prove that it was in fact Kwabe who pulled the trigger. But why is van Zyl taking this route? Well, it's really clear that what van Zyl is trying to do is prove that Shri Dewani didn't mastermind Annie's murder. Instead, these two men, Mngeni and of course Kwabe, saw an opportunity to hijack and rob these two British tourists, and that things got out of hand and that she was shot accidentally almost. Now, that's not to say that they didn't mean to murder her, just that they didn't go out with the intention to murder Annie because Shrian had orchestrated it. Towards the end of the day, after lunch, we had a very interesting turn of events, and Simon Johnson took to the stand. Now, Simon Johnson is from the sex site Gaydar, and he had information about Shri Dewani's specific details on the site, his profile. Johnson was the man who initially gave police the information about Dewani's whereabouts on the site particularly, and he testified that Dewani was on the site at OR Tambo International Airport when Annie and Shrian were coming to the country, and that on the 21st of November, that's after Annie's murder, Shri Dewani accessed the site and deleted his profile. Now, what the state are trying to do is to prove that Shri Dewani wasn't in a loving relationship with Annie. He was rather interested in the men on the site, and that he would have had a reason to get out of his relationship with Annie. But what the defense then did on the cross-examination of Simon Johnson was try and prove that although Shri Dewani was technically logged into the site, it could just be that he was logged in as a background application on one of the devices that he was using, and he wasn't actively on the site searching for a date. In fact, proceedings closed today with van Zyl asking Johnson if it was possible that Dewani's logged-in activity on the site was simply because the application was running on his phone and not because he was looking for a date. Johnson conceded that that could have been the case. We'll be keeping you updated on this trial. Stay tuned to News 24 Live.